guys, welcome back to my channel. I am outside today with Anna. Hi Anna. I have another part of my collection to share with you guys, and today they are large plants, so I thought I would come outside and show them to you. It's a little bit easier than pulling them out in the shop and trying to show them to you, so let's just get right into it. I think I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or so of my larger philodendrons. So I'm going to do philodendrons today, and I'll share with you my larger anthuriums in a future video. So let's get right into it. You guys have to bear with me because hopefully the lighting is okay. We're outside using a new camera, doing it all. It's all new. Anyways, first one up I'm going to share with you is my Philodendron patriciae. And I might have to move back to show you this one to you guys. She's got a new leaf coming in there. And can you guys see how big she's getting? I'm so excited. This was the leaf prior. Hopefully you guys are seeing. My neighbors are also doing a sale over there, so there might be some noise in the background. But yeah, I'm really excited. And I actually, she's literally living in moss, not even on a pole. She's living on a stake right now, and look at her. She's so pretty. I'm very excited for this one. I kind of don't want to like change anything up because it's growing so well for me. But I mean, I would like to get it on a pole and probably out of moss, but I don't know. This one has just done so well for me, and I find them to be a little bit finicky when you change up substrates and whatnot. So I haven't done anything because it's been doing so well, but in the future I may bite the bullet and change her into something different and see how she does. But yeah, look at her. She's so pretty. So once again, this one here is my Philodendron patriciae. All right, so the next plant is one that I hope you can kind of see it, is one that I got, I bought these ones actually, I think in 2021. I literally just bought like chunks of plants, actually from Gilberto at Tropicals, and they were supposed to be Philodendron luxurians, and a lot of them were, when they finally grew a leaf, they were luxurians, but almost half of them, oh, there's a loud truck. Almost half of them grew out this kind of plant that I didn't know what it was. Fast forward, we now know that they are this plant, which is a Philodendron rubro sanctum platinum. And hopefully you guys can see her. So this one again this one's in an aroid mix, and I'm not gonna lie, this one is not my favorite to grow. She can be a bit finicky, not gonna lie, but I think this is probably the third time it's regrown. Yeah.
Third time's a charm.
But we're somewhere, you know, she's getting pretty big. Yeah, I think if you want a plant that looks similar to this, I would just get an SP Columbia or El Guapo, whatever we're calling it now, because those ones are much easier, I find, to grow. But yeah, she's pretty nonetheless, so maybe she'll decide to stick around this time, not lose all of her leaves. But yeah, so that one is my Philodendron rubro sanctum platinum. All right, the next one, again, they're so big you can see them. The next one is one that this is actually a cutting of the original plant. I think I cut it into 3 pieces, and then I was just chatting with Anna the other day, and I'm like, how do I have 3 of these that are so big again? These are such a good grower. They are very spider mite magnets and EFN heavy plants, but if you can get it growing nicely, they're so lovely. And it's a Philodendron Dean McDowell. I don't even know how I'm going to show this all to you. She has decided to literally grow at the end of the pot. I don't know if that was a me error or what, but we're going with it for now. So this one lives in the front shop now. I had to move her because she was just getting too big. So she lives in the front shop in kind of a higher up shelf. That's why she's kind of leaning down, because the light, I do have floor to ceiling windows in the shop, but the better light is lower, so she's kind of leaning to the light. But yeah, here she is. They're gorgeous, but I'm sure you can see kind of the EFN burn on that leaf there and all the stickies. I don't even want to touch it. I don't know if you can see that. It is so sticky. Ugh. But they're gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous crawler. I don't even know what you can see because I can't see anything. Hopefully you can see that. So this one is my Philodendron Dean McDowell. And I think I'll actually show you here a good example. So when they're younger, a lot of, it can be hard to tell between a pastazanum and a Dean McDowell, but the leaf, once you know the plants, the leaf really you can tell, but a good indicator too is this red cataphyll. So your Dean McDowells will have this red cataphyll. Now, not to say, sometimes when they're a little bit more immature, look at her, she's just like hanging out over my back. When they are a little bit more immature, sometimes they will not have the red cataphyll. So, but I think in the leaf, you'll be able to tell quite a difference from a pastazanum. They are kind of a bit more of a matte sheen, I would say, versus a pasta who has a bit more shine to it. And kind of once you have both plants, you'll really see the difference. I don't have a pasta to show you right now, but I think if you own both plants, you'll know what I'm talking about. So yeah, look at her. All right, the next one I'm going to share with you is on our clear moss poles. This will be a good example to show you how these work and are paired with our square pots. But this one is my Philodendron Splendid. She's very dirty because I didn't wipe her off before I took this video, but you get the idea. She's beautiful. And this one is actually the top cutting of my mother plant, I guess, the other plant. Now it's two plants. So the reason I love these poles so much, well, a few reasons, is they're stackable. So as you grow your plant, you can just stack another one on. Now, when it comes to propagating, all I did with this was I cut the stem right where we had, like for instance, right here is where the stem, or sorry, where the pole connects. So if I wanted to propagate this plant again, I would probably cut the stem right where this goes, and then I just pull this out, and you essentially have a rooted plant to start with again. These are lovely because you'll start getting, see if you can see any roots in here, but you'll start getting roots in the pole. So essentially you have a rooted plant that you can then just repot, and that is what I did in here. And I honestly, oh, there's one root there, but I mean, I honestly don't see a ton of roots in the pot, which is fine because you have, oh gosh, I've got moss all over me now. You have a ton of roots in your pole, right? So that's going to sustain itself, and you just keep putting extensions on there and letting her grow. Look how pretty she is. Again, I have no idea how this lighting is, so we're kind of in the shade here, so hopefully it's not horrible. But yeah, once again, this one is, I'm gonna back up and see if you can see how big she is. My Philodendron Splendid, which is, if you don't know, a hybrid between a melanochrysum and a verrucosum. This next one here is also very dirty because I did not wipe her down. I apologize. But this one is my Philodendron gigas. And this is also the smaller. I have duplicates of some of these plants, but these videos would go on and on and on and on and on if I showed you absolutely every single one of them. So this is one of my gigas plants. This is such an amazing grower if you can get it. This one is actually leaf size, a bit smaller than my other plants. But look at her. How pretty. If you can get one of these, which we sell little baby ones, but if you get one and you put it on a pole and just give her time and make sure she's really rooting into that pole, you can see, if I bring you up here, hopefully you can see all those roots in the pole. So once they're really attached to the pole, the leaves will size up nicely for you. Look at her. Can't tell if you can see her in her full glory. But once again, I have her on a pole, and so this particular one, I have two of them. I think this particular one, they're now calling more of the Genevivianum platinum. If you can see, hopefully the camera will pick it up. It has a bit more of a silvery hue to it, whereas the other one that I have is a lot more just of a green. But I do love this one, and this one seems to have a bit more of narrow leaves than my other one, but she is very much in need of a pole extension, as you can see, which I might have to do that today. This one lives in the shop, and she is in, yeah, she's in an aroid mix, just loving life. So yeah, I do really love this plant. I don't see, oh, and I forgot to even show you, she's got hairy, fuzzy petioles. If you are a fuzzy petiole, oh gosh, lover, these ones, hopefully you can see that, are a good candidate. I find it a pretty easy grower, better than a varicosum. You will not see a varicosum today, I could tell you that much. They are not my friend. I really wanted them to be my friend, but I've tried, and I'll like have it going really lovely, and then all of a sudden I'll come in and it's like yellowed or something happened, and I'm like, okay, not for me. So yeah, this one, once again, Philodendron Genevivianum. Okay, this next one is a newer import. So the leaves, it hasn't given me a new leaf since I imported it, and the leaves don't look the best, but it's rooting, and that's all I want right now. So this one is and it's in leca in a glass vessel, so it is heavy. Philodendron holtonianum. Hopefully you can see all these leaves. I have it. I literally just threw this in leca on a pole, threw it in the shop, and kind of said, oh, just do your thing. And she is. I don't see any roots in the pole yet, but like I said, the leaves, you know, they're not looking the best. There's definitely shipping stress and damage and acclimation stress, but I think when we get some new leaves on her, she will be looking fantastic. Look at how pretty it is. So I'm gonna put this one down because she's heavy. And I can't say much about care, as like I said, I just got it recently. I didn't grow any of these leaves yet, so I can't attest to the care, but I can say that it took to leca pretty well and is rooting nicely. And this guy is just banging away on his car over there.
He knows
perfect timing.
Now we stop.
So yeah, this one once again is my Philodendron holtonianum. The next one I have here is my Philodendron UPI, and I literally don't know how I'm gonna get this all in the picture. If I back up, can you see just how large? You can't even see these leaves. Like, she is huge. So I'm just gonna show you, this is the newest leaf right here. Let's just see. Frankie, shush. Frankie is very sad that we are outside and he's not. I don't even know how to show you this whole plant. I'm telling you, it's so huge. This one lives kind of up on a big shelf in the shop because I have nowhere else to put her, and it is kind of growing a little. I think it's just because she's just getting so big. But and the wingspan, like, I'm not kidding you, the wingspan on this plant is probably like literally larger than my wingspan. She's just so big. But this is another really easy grower if you're looking for something easy to grow. So yeah, once again, Philodendron UPI. Okay, I saved the best for last, and this one is a fairly new acquisition to me. I've had this one for probably 2 or 3 months now, and it is my Philodendron Spiritus Sancti. I love her. I chose this specific one because I loved the super narrow leaves, and she has given me, well, actually it's grown 3 leaves for me. They're a little bit wonky. I don't know why, but this is the newest leaf, and it is quite a bit wider than the other ones. So I'm hoping this one was the first one, kind of, it was coming out in transit, so it's a little bit mangled, but yeah, I'm hoping that we keep on the narrow train, but we'll see. This one's quite a bit wider than the other ones, but look at her. Is she not so beautiful? I don't know if you can see this. I have a clear stake in here. We sell these clear stakes in the store. She's just kind of holding it up. I do want to get this one on a pole, I think. But for now, she's just in a tree fern mix, and she actually has, let me put that down for a second. She's rooted out the bottom of the tree fern into, so I just kind of have water at the bottom of here. So she's like semi-hydro, watering herself. I don't know. Is she a she or a he? I don't know. But anyways, that one once again is my Philodendron Spiritus Sancti. And if you are looking for one of these, I have a new shipment. Sorry, I'm gonna put it down. I have a new shipment coming in next week with some itty bitty baby spiritus, so I will have some more available soon. All right, guys, that is all for me today. It's going to be a shorter one than the other ones, but it's loud out here. I didn't think it would be this loud, so I'm gonna go and see how the footage is, and hopefully it's not too loud for you guys and I can use it. We will see you in the next one. Bye.